Hello, good people of YouTube. Mountbatten here, and today I'm bringing you a game I had in the Tier 10 German battleship, Grosser Kurfurst. It's just a lot of Kurfurst content on the channel, isn't there? I know I had the two Grosser Kurfurst videos this week, last week, and now this week is starting off with another Grosser Kurfurst video. That's actually what I was intending on doing when I was recording this match. I'm actually going to be having a video coming out this week talking about the German battleships and how are they being power creeped, are they kind of useless in this meta, this and that, because I've heard people say, not heard, but read in the comments and on Discord, how the Germans are either being power creeped to oblivion, or they're just completely pointless in this meta. I've heard people say the opposite, and I'm just going to give you guys my 2 cents on that. And I am a huge fan of the German battleships. The Grosser Kurfurst here is currently my favorite ship in the game. Definitely the ship I have the most battles on. I've had my most damage done in this ship. However, I haven't had my most kills in this ship. My most kills was in the Dunkirk, the Tier 6 premium French battleship. That was 7 kills. I have gotten, I think, 6 in the Kurfurst, but I didn't get 7, or, well, I would have to get 8 to beat it, and that didn't happen. I also do just like the way the ship looks. It's just this huge, intimidating ship. So anyway, my setup on the Grosser Kurfurst, I have a 19-point captain on this ship, of course. Captain's build is preventive maintenance, MLG turrets, BFT, AFT, adrenaline rush, superintendent, and then manual fire for secondaries. The module build is auxiliary armaments mod 1, damage con 1, secondary battery mod 2, damage con 2, concealment, main battery mod 3. So secondary battery mod 3. Complete secondary build on this ship. Have the flag. Secondary range is out to 11.6 kilometers, and man, the secondaries on the Kurfurst, they are great. The German battleships recently, they've been challenged for their title of secondary king. When the French battleships came out, the Alsace and the Republic gave them a run for the money, but and also recently, even more recently, the Massachusetts and the Georgia as well. Also, the newly announced Ohio, all are giving the Germans a run for the money as far as secondaries go. But the Germans still have that great 1/4 pin for their HE shells, so that gives them an edge over other secondary ships, and that Republic absolutely just snapped that hipper out of existence. So anyway, the actual battle. We're on Islands of Ice. My team has split up into a heavy force C, 1 destroyer just holding them at B, and then my little group over here at A. So he's got me and the Republic and the Kronstadt and a Lightning. So 2 really good secondary powered ships. Kronstadt, radar, great, and Lightning, little British destroyer. Great little group that we have going on over here. So far there's a Georgia and a Jean Bar. Georgia, of course, 457mm guns. Great secondaries, amazing speed, not that well armored though. Oh, look, a Lightning. Oh, by the way, I do use the 420mm guns on the Kurfurst, if I didn't mention that already. In a brawling situation, I feel that the bigger guns and the bigger punch are better than the rate of fire, especially in a brawling situation where, you get run to their side and you blast them and you hope for the best. So anyway, I have my secondaries on this Lightning, as does the Republic, and I have a sneaky suspicion that Republic also has manual secondaries, because if you just look at the group, the grouping of the shells, you can see his shells are quite tight, as are mine, and that's what manual fire does. It decreases the dispersion by 60% when you click on them. Anyway, Georgia, broadside away from me, 7 kilometers away. Great shot, but my guns are reloading. 2 seconds left on the reload. He's now turning, so probably won't get a citadel, but I'll probably still get some pretty good pins off of him, which I do get some decent pins. Although he was angled, I think I got a 1 no damage pin up in there. So anyway, Zao flanking us. Get my secondaries on the Zao. Zao and Kurfurst coming in from the right. It's already kicking off 15 minutes, not even 5 minutes into the game. This is what I like. So secondaries chewing into the Zao. Main gun just focusing on the Georgia. Also have a Jean Bart just about taking in the little French 15-inch guns. But he's also more focusing on the Republic. as well. So there's also Kurfürst 8 kilometers off to my right. So I'm like, well, crap, do I turn toward, give broadside to the Jean Bar and the Georgia, or the Kurfürst? And, well, there's some torpedoes coming in my direction, so that answers that question for me. I'm going to give broadside to the Georgia and to the Jean Bar. Now, thankfully, there is a Republic with me, so the Georgia and Jean Bar have more than one target to worry about, as does that Kurfürst over there. So I may not get deleted here, plus it's a Kurfürst. You can't outright delete it from, well, any distance, unless you get a detonation on it. So your secondaries are now focusing on the Georgia. He's got the bigger guns, and plus the Jean Bar he's having to maneuver, and he has no turrets in the back. So if I can stay on that Georgia, and I can just dance around the Jean Bar. Unfortunately, I did give Jean Bar my full broadside and blasted him, but truly French armor prevailed, and he, in 2 shells, just bounced off the edge. Georgia has sailed out of my secondary range now, so I'm now refocusing on the Jean Bar, who, since he is maneuvering away, he can't get any any firing arc on me. So now I'm taking this opportunity to turn around before I hit the border. Our team is 4 ships down. Their team is 3 ships down. They have 2 caps to our 1 cap, and our 1 cap is contested. Their B cap is not contested, so they are getting a point on that. And Republic Buddy just sunk that Kurfürst that was charging into the A cap. So again, well, now this lightning has popped up, so I've focused my secondaries onto him. Any time I can take down a destroyer, I always try to. Plus, we don't have any destroyers left on our team. All 3 of our destroyers are sunk. We are now down 5 ships to their 4 ships. And naturally, the team is behaving in chat and not making fun of each other's win rates. That's sarcasm. So, Georgia, broadside out 16 kilometers away. That's kind of pushing it for the Kurfürst guns as far as their accuracy goes. But I don't know if you saw that group of shells as it left the guns. It was actually pretty dang accurate. And the hand of Orange Jesus himself guided my shells into the Jean Bar's citadel. So, and naturally I get another citadel on the Zao to follow that up. And then my secondaries, that little burst was enough to finish off the Zao. Great. Now it's me, Georgia, Jean Bar, and that lightning in the smoke right there. They're pretty much focusing on me. Republic is behind an island. If you look in the A cap, he's behind an island, so they can't shoot at him right now. So naturally, I am the popular girl. The problem is, we finish off the Georgia, so I don't have to worry about his huge 457mm guns anymore. But now I do have a Jean Bar to deal with and a lightning. Lightning is within secondary range, but my bow of the ship is pulling toward him, and at that angle, only 1 or 2 turrets can even shoot at him. And on top of that, he goes undetected. But I did just pop Hydro. Kurfürst has some really lovely Hydro, long-lasting, good range, and I'm using it to detect any type of torpedoes or the lightning himself if he misses up, if he slips up. Orange just hated me there, 10 kilometers away, got 1 pin on the Jean Bar, and lo and behold, it was a no-damage pin. Thankfully, he is well within secondary range. Plus, I have Adrenaline Rush, so now my secondaries at this low of health, they pretty much don't stop firing, which is great for DPM, and also amazing in clan battles as well. So broadside, again, I let him have the front 2 turrets. I was trying to stay angled to try and invite him to shoot my broadside, but he's using HE instead of AP, so go figure. I have 3 fires on my deck right now. Damage Con is on cooldown, as is the repair party. So I kind of just have to sit here and take it. There's literally nothing I can do about the situation. I'm just kind of easing off the gas, trying to let the Republic catch up or get where he needs to be to where he can get some rounds onto the Jean Bar. And at this point, the team is pretty deeply calling each other various names and insulting each other. So I just asked, can I just get some help? It was at this point that I finally realized the enemy team only has 3 ships left. I've been so focused on just doing what I'm doing over here and trying to stay alive, I didn't realize that we actually had taken the lead. So lightning becomes detected, and I finish him off finally. So that's my 3rd kill this game, which leaves the Jean Bar. As far as I know, that he's the only other ship over here. So now that my repair is off cooldown, I can get crank the speed back up and engage him. Plus the lightning's out of the picture, so I can move in closer. Hey, speaking of lightning, there's his torpedoes. I'm surprised he didn't single drop all those into the nose of my ship. So I let Jean Bar have a full broadside. I grossly underestimate his route and get a bounce. But anyway, he is still within secondary range, so I can keep throwing Secondary shells at him until he dies. And hello! It's one of my favorite destroyers in the game, the Kitakaze. Go figure. He's right in front of my bow, and here comes his lovely little rainbow of HE. Thankfully, again, I have Adrenaline Rush, so my reload on my 420mm guns is down to 27 seconds. Reload on my secondaries is, it sounds like, getting close to second and a half. Jean-Bar finally realizes that he has AP and actually takes a good chunk of my health out for being so steeply angled and him having 15-inch guns. But he again angles away, which means he can't get any turrets on me, but I can get all my turrets on him now. And take another guesstimation where he's going to be. Let him have everything and hope that those shells make a connection, which they do, thank God, in kill number 4. So, my health right now, I'm down to 5,000 health. My heal's about to come off in 5 seconds. 4,000 health. 3,000 health. Kitakaze switched over to AP. 2,000. I pop at 1,638. 1,300. 700. 2,000. 1,000. Okay, so my heal caught up. I went down to 500 health there. Chasing down this Kitakaze. Looking. I would expect him to be detected by now. There he is, finally. Let him have the full force of the forward 2 guns on the Kurfurst, and that is actually Kraken Unleashed. This was one of the funnest games I have had in a while. Besides the Georgia game, that was in my Georgia First Impressions video, this was absolutely a blast. This is how I love to play. Just when you get a German battleship as a secondary build on a push with just teammates that can cooperate. I don't know what's going on with those 2 or 3 guys in chat, but the guys that I was with on my flank, they were great. The Republic didn't run. He went around. He got going at the Jean-Bar and the Georgia and the Lightning from a different angle. And it's just so refreshing when you have that happen. And this was really a fun round and just a prime example of what you can do when you push together, you stay together, and you just work as a team rather than hanging back and never pushing and just complaining about everything. It's just so refreshing to have this happen, especially in the Kurfurst, my favorite ship in the game. It was a really good game in the Kurfurst. I just want to share that with you guys. Anyway, guys, hope you have a wonderful Monday. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. We are on our way to 3,500 subscribers. I am currently not actually home at the moment. I am actually today I should actually be at the Wisconsin filming that real still video. So the next 3 or 4 videos, if I don't reply immediately to the comments, it's because I'm driving. I had to drive to the other side of the country to go see the Wisconsin, so it's a bit of a road trip. But anyway, guys, hope you have a wonderful day. Hope to see all of you guys in the next one.